Wondering how you can leverage that VA loan not only to buy investment properties, but to build a real estate empire? Well, in this video, I'm literally gonna break step by step on how you can do that and get started today. So stick around to get all the details. See you on the other side. What's going on, guys? So in this video, we're going to go over exactly the roadmap on how you can leverage that VA loan to purchase investment properties and build a real estate empire. Now, if this is your first time here, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Patrick Longley. I'm a licensed realtor out here in Hawaii and have been for a decade, helping buyers and sellers, and especially veterans, when it comes to buying and selling property out here in Oahu, Hawaii. So if you guys are looking for any assistance, I got my contact information right here, or you can directly DM me on any of my social media platforms. With that being said, let's jump into how to leverage that VA loan to build a real estate empire. Now, this video is going to summarize it, but if you guys want to actually have a to Z process that goes into the nitty-gritty of every single step, I actually have an online course that I sell online. But if you comment down below, I'll give it to you for free. All you gotta do is comment down below, send me a quick email, and I will send you a coupon code to get 50 plus videos going from A to Z on how to leverage that VA loan to build a real estate empire for free. So make sure you check that out and comment down below to get free access to it. Okay, now let's understand why the VA loan itself is so powerful. The first thing you need to understand is with the VA loan, it is a zero down payment, not zero cost, but zero down payment. And what I mean by that is, generally speaking, normal civilians have to put anywhere between 3.5% and 20% down. So if you were to buy a $1 million home and you have to put 20% down, that's $200,000. In that same situation, if you're using a VA loan, you technically, as long as you qualify, could buy $1 million home with zero down payment. So that's a difference of 200 grand out of pocket to $0. So that's the biggest benefit. Generally speaking, the VA loan is usually the lowest interest rate that you can get. If you were to compare a portfolio loan, hard money loan, conventional loan, FHA, generally speaking, the VA loan is almost always going to be the lowest rate that you can find. So it's a great benefit for a lot of reasons, and that is the second one. The third benefit is that you can actually use the VA loan multiple times. Now, there's a process and a strategy, and again, check out that course, comment down below if you want access to it to explain what that process is, but you can actually use your VA loan multiple times compared to, let's say, an FHA loan where you can only use it really one time the first time you purchase a home. Now, the fourth benefit is being able to leverage that BAH that you get tax-free money from the military to find housing. Now, generally speaking, some people like to use that money to go rent a place, and that's fine, but keep in mind, you're basically just burning that tax-free money when you could leverage it, buy a property, and use that BAH, that monthly money that the military is giving you tax-free, to pay off your mortgage every single month. And basically, you're able to buy a property, zero down payment, very low closing costs, lowest interest rate, and then on top of it, you're getting free tax-free money from the military to pay your mortgage payment. It's pretty much a no-brainer and an amazing program for you veterans and military servicemen and women to leverage. And the fifth benefit is that you technically only have to live in the property for 1 year. After that, you can do what you want with it. Rent it out, sell it, whatever it is, but you only have to live in it for 1 year. And generally what I tell my clients to do is buy the property, live in it for a year or a couple years, you PCS, and then rent it out. So those are the main powerful benefits of the VA loan. Okay, now that we broke down what a VA loan is, why it's so powerful, let's go through the roadmap of what I would suggest someone to do if they were to build a real estate empire step by step. So the first thing you wanna do is find a property. What I would suggest if you're a single individual or maybe even a couple is buy a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo out here in Hawaii. And the reason why I say 2-bedroom, 2-bath is because you could live in the unit, live in one room, and then rent out the other room to a buddy. And this basically allows you to do what we call house hacking. And this is where you basically are getting free tax-free money with the BAH, and then you're also getting money from that buddy who's renting the room and potentially being able to own this property scot-free. And that's basically house hacking 101, and I would highly suggest doing that if you're just getting started. The second thing you're gonna wanna do is potentially find a place that needs a little bit of fixing up. And the reason why I say that is because you can build equity in a property basically two ways. You can do it through appreciation, which is you just waiting for the market to climb up and let time on your side help you build equity in that home. Or the second thing is you can do sweat equity, where if you have a property that needs a little bit of fixing up, you and your buddies, or maybe you could hire a contractor, could fix the place up and actually increase the value of the property by forcing it or putting in sweat equity, by putting in new floors, fresh paint, cabinets, countertops, redoing the bathroom. So now that property you bought for $350 is now worth $450, and you only put, let's say, 20 or 30 grand into it. So now you have that little gap of equity that you forced or put into the property. The third thing you want to do is, when the time is right for you, whether it's 1 year, which is the requirement, or maybe 3 years after you PCS, is you're going to want to refinance out of that VA loan to free it up, put it into a conventional loan, and you can do a couple different things. You can do a cash out refinance, where now your property that was worth 350 grand is now worth 450. The bank will actually give you probably about 70 or 80 grand. They'll give it to you cash, so now you can use that to go buy another property or fix one up, and you've got a new loan that's conventional, and it also frees up your eligibility with your VA loan to purchase another property, and you're just going to throw renters into that property. So now you have your first investment property, a 2-2 condo, and now you PCS, you go to your next location for your orders, and then you rinse and repeat the process. And this is how you actually build that real estate empire, by leveraging that VA loan. Now, one other thing you need to understand is, when it comes to investing in properties, if this is your first time doing it, is that you basically have two strategies, and it's very difficult to get both. So the first one is cash flow. That's where you buy a property, let's say your mortgage payment is $2 grand, and you can get rents for $2,500. So you have $500 cash flow after all expenses. You have an extra $500 every single month. That's great. It's mailbox money. Out here in Hawaii, because of the price, it's usually not cash flow that you can find, but it's the second thing, which we call appreciation. Now, out here in Hawaii, we generally see between 4 and 6%. Sometimes we see, 17, 20%, which we saw last year, but generally on the conservative side, between 4 and 6% every single year. Compounding is what your property will increase in value through appreciation. So that's usually the strategy that you want to kind of foresee for yourself, is that if I buy this property for, let's say, 500 grand, and that year the market went up 6%, so you just made an extra $30,000 in appreciation. And that's with you doing nothing to the property, just for living in it and having a roommate and getting free money from the military. So you just made an extra 30 grand for simply owning that property. And imagine if you did that for 3 years, that's 90 grand without us even compounding it. So that's a lot of cash that you can make, or at least have as a bank, that you can leverage to purchase more properties in the future. And again, check out that course if you want to get a better understanding of how you can actually do that step by step. Okay guys, well that pretty much wraps it up. That is the step-by-step process on how you can build a real estate empire by leveraging that VA loan. If you guys got any value out of this video, if you guys could do me a huge favor, because it really helps with the algorithm and pumps me up to make more videos, if you could smash that like button, as well as click the subscribe and notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop videos just like this, I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you are looking for some assistance, like I said, I'd be happy to assist. I've got my contact information right here, or you can directly DM me on any of my social media platforms. With that being said, I'm Patrick with PatrickLongLeeRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.